Welcome everyone to another Walking Dead All-Stars video. This is your boy JustCMTexx. I'm back and we're going to get ready to go ahead and get into my bystanders list. Now, if you could do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, hit the like notification bell, subscribe for more Walking Dead All-Stars content. So we're going to go ahead and get straight into it. And the first person we're going to look at is Chloe. So, Chloe and her bicycle, riding talent. I mean, she's very good Toon to All-Stars. She's a massive buffer as well, with her crits and things of that nature. She needs the right tools around her, and her strongest attribute is her passive power of flame, where she gives out crit buffs to her teammates. So Chloe is very good in that angle, and this is going to land Chloe on the A tier list. Now, next on this list is Eugene. Okay, Eugene is the best support Toon in the game besides Glenn and Ezekiel and Shiva to me. I have these three as the top 3 support Toons in the game. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Who are the top support Toons in the game? But I think that Glenn, Ezekiel, Shiva, and Eugene are some of the top, if not the top 3 support Toons in the game. I see them everywhere. Now with Eugene though, he buffs Toons with the highest attack on the team. That scarecrow that he throws out there is very, very annoying, and it's helpful in the late game. He throws out a healing bag, and his ult turns attack to HP for your front row Toons. Now here's a hint: you might want to put Abraham on the front row and put Eugene and Magna in the back, and you can have yourself a deadly combination there. So now if his scarecrow is still on the field when he does his ult, then he's going to do 300% AoE damage to anyone that's near the scarecrow bag. And his personal gear is absolutely nuts. With his personal gear, he'll summon a scarecrow that's going to taunt the enemy with the highest highest attack the moment he enters into the battle, and that's going to give you a tactical advantage there as well. And as you continue to upgrade and level up his personal gear, he's also going to increase the amount of healing he gives out from his medic bag. So this definitely lands him on the S+ tier list, and it is not even close. Very good Toon. George, I just don't see him used really much in the game right now. I don't see a place for him. He does have a passive where he knocks other Toons back, and he can help you out in those areas, but other than that, I just don't see a place for him. He lands on the tier list. Now, next on this list is Mercer. Mercer is not bad at all. He is a very good front row leading Toon. You can place Mercer in many team formation. He works very well as far as lifesteal goes with the bystanders, because they have this running theme of lifesteal and immunity within their group, and Mercer is definitely one of those tanks that you can throw on the front row, and you're going to be able to survive. And he gives you sustainability as one of those, if not the top best tank in the game. He's definitely one of the top tanks in the game. Now when he does his ultimate, he attacks a front row Toon 7 times with the axe. He deals 90% damage each time, knocking them back and knocking them down, which allow you to be able to continue to attack. And he becomes immune to crowd control, which is something else that goes on within the bystanders. They all seem to become immune to this idea of crowd control. Now with Mercer's personal gear, during combat, once the max number of fighting spirit stacks have been reached, it grants him to be able to recover his HP. So that's going to be able to help him out with that sustainability that goes on there. And if you put him with Tyler, then you can have that lifesteal, and it's going to keep Mercer going strong and for a very long time. So Mercer is very, very good tank. This lands Mercer on the S tier list. Now, next on this list is Scott. So Scott is very strong when enemies are low. And what I mean by that is his passive prime attack will allow him to attack an enemy with the lowest HP, so that's 40% or less, and he'll just attack them to death. He'll just change his stance and he'll go at them until they die. Now, while he's attacking them, he's also going to gain lifesteal. I think 40 lifesteal. Now, he has one of the coolest taunts in the game. So what Scott does is he'll point at the enemy will turn and run away in fear for 5 seconds, and Scott will then increase his attack 30% for 8 seconds on that Toon. So that's going to help out there as well. He also increases his attack during that time, and as a part of his personal gear, you know, when he does prime target, it decreases the enemy's attack against him, you know, so that's going to be able to help him out as well. Now on his alt's pretty strong as well too. He's going to deal damage to a line of enemies, and then at the end he's going to attack the enemy with the lowest HP for 200 damage there. And when he does you know, all these guys tend to gain this idea of crowd control immunity. So if there's like crowd control effects that are going on, he's also gonna become immune to crowd control when he does this prime target. So this is going to land Scott on the A tier list. Now, if you pair him, you know, in a group with Tyler and Tyrese, he can definitely be as high as S tier, but this is where he's gonna go right now, and we have Scott on the A tier list. Now, next on this list we have Tyler. So Tyler is a lifesteal Toon that can help with sustainability on, and he grants lifesteal to all Toons on his team. So this passive isn't restricted to just the bystander Toons. He gives speed up to himself, okay, by using, you know, the returning knives, and this move does massive damage, 250% at 250%. So Tyler is one of 3 bystanders with 2 passives, and his second passive increases his attack. So his ult's decent. He does a decent amount of damage with the twirling knives. If he hit the target more than once, he'll reduce damage, and his personal gear is okay as well. He reduces the cooldown for return knives and increases his own speed. He is good to pair with Tyrese, so this is going to land Tyler on the B tier list as far as it goes with the bystanders. Now, next on this list is my guy Tyrese. I love Tyrese. He is a nightmare in a good way. This guy just turns into an immortal, and if you have him with healers and, you know, those people of that nature, he can definitely tank on the front line, gain immortality when his when his health is depleted. He also gains more attack as his health goes down. You know, he's like a cat with 9 lives. This guy is absolutely a monster. So, you know, Tyrese inherits this idea of rage within his kit. You know, he gains this immortal passive. He can get up to 8 seconds, and his HP, and as his HP decreases, his attack increases. So when Tyrese shouts, he does his shout move, he deals more damage to enemies around him for 12 seconds. And as a part of his move as well, he lowers, you know, the evade of the Toons around him, so people can't duck out. So if you have somebody that's using like a Rosita or something like that, he's going to lower her evade and be able to attack her. So Tyrese is absolutely good. He receives immunity when he ults, and his personal gear help with the immunity effect during battle. He gains HP. As his immortality move ends, he'll gain HP. Man, he is very, very, very good. This is going to land Tyrese as a bystander on the S+ tier list. Now, next on this tier list, guys, we have Yumiko. So let's go ahead and look at what Yumiko does. You know, she is a very good Toon. She has this move called Sneaky Assassin, where she move turn 1 into the enemy's territory, hit the enemy with the lowest HP in the back row, and she deals damage over time. That damage over time turns into poison, and she's going to deal even more damage with this poisonous move. Now, Her poison arrow move at level 2 hits all targets that are in the path, and this along with her personal gear amplifies that damage. So her personal gear enhances the opportunity to trigger poison arrow effect by up to 80%, and at level 30 she's going to get 2 additional arrows that she's going to shoot on her ult. She is very, very good, man. She's an absolute monster. And if you pair her with like Chloe or Magna, she can get those crits off. Magna could be able to get her to rush faster. That's going to play into the poisonous arrows. So she is definitely a great Toon. This is going to land Yumiko on the S tier list, and she can be as high as S+. Let me know what you think about Yumiko down in the comments below. So Lake is an absolute monster. Early game, he's really good. Late game as well. His sight block ability can really help out when you're trying to deal with some of these stages where you have to have massive punch up. He is very, very good Toon. Lake is going to land on the S tier list here. Now, last but not least, we have the newest guy that came into the Bystanders stable, and he does not disappoint. His name is Brody. It's a very good Toon. So he has ranged blow, cement powder, and his bomb busters, you know, makes Brody an absolute brute. He is a damage dealer, and he debuffs as well. So his Almighty Slam does massive damage, stuns, and he becomes immune during this attack. Now, if we notice something here, as I stated before, these Bystanders use a lot of lifesteal and immunity as Toons. So this is kind of the mantra of their stable. Now Brody has, to me, one of the best personal gears in the game. So when he casts this cement powder and that cement powder gets on a Toon, his comrades gain accuracy, which can help stop with evade, and it increased the crit rate, which if you have some damage dealers on that team, it's going to also increase the amount of damage output they put as well too. So not only is he giving himself an advantage, he's also giving his teammates an advantage as well. So he is a very, very good Toon, and this is going to land Brody on the S tier list, and he can be as high as S+ as well, depending on the situation. Now, this is what we have, man. This is my Bystanders tier list. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Hit that like, subscribe, notification bell. This your boy JustCMTexx. Peace.